Hi! Okay, so this is my video reflection number 5. I'm in Plaza Americas. I just got out of the library to do this. Okay, so for 3 things in class that affected me the most, reflecting leadership and innovation. So first thing was when we had that video, it's kind of like more of like a serious class when it was like talking about race and like sexism and stuff like that. And there was one video that we watched where it was like 3 girls like on the Queen Latifah show, and it was like called like Changing the World One Word at a Time. I when I watched that affected me a lot, and like I still think about it today because like the words that they spoke were so powerful. And specifically like 3 things that they said that like I could even relate to was when they were talking about how like in gym class like sometimes like they would announce the body fat of girls, and like they did do that for my high school. Like my freshman year of high school, I had to take Hope, and they would announce everyone's body fat, especially like even like the guys. Like the guys barely had any body fat, so it didn't really matter. But they would announce they would yell each person's name out and then like say their body fat percentage. They would actually they said it in the beginning of the school year and then at the end of the school year. And not only was it embarrassing like in the beginning of the school year for like girls who were obviously like, a little bit overweight, but it was even more embarrassing at the end of the school year because when they would announce like the body fat percentages, like the whole goal of like the class was like to see like how much you can lower it. So like for the girls that didn't lower for, the girls who like even like raised it higher, it was just like a really embarrassing thing like they made us all go through. Another thing that I related to the video a lot was that like in my high school we were never allowed to read the book To Kill a Mockingbird. Like it just like wasn't even an option. Like our English teacher did, completely basically specifically because like I said the N word, and I don't know, I feel like that just like shouldn't be right because obviously like in today's like people like use the N word in such a negative like way, and like we should be able to like know like how like we should be able to understand like the background of that, like how like and how serious that is, and it just like wasn't really addressed in my school. And then basically how like school doesn't prepare girls for the reality, like the harsh world. So like for example, this is like when you like once you like leave high school, once you leave your home, like that like comfort zone, like anything you do is like you're gonna be affected by. For example, like for a girl, like if you're like the way you dress, like it's like instantly judged, instantly criticized. Oh, like your shorts are too short. Like oh, like this means you're that. This means you're this. You like cover your hair like with you cover your hair like for religion. Like oh, like you're weird. Like it's like you're automatically given a title. Like no matter what you dress, how much makeup you put on, like everything. It's like everything you do is like there's like a reason behind it. The real world doesn't prepare girls for like college, like how like people like guys pressure you to drink, like there's so much peer pressure, I know so many girls that like unfortunately like having to like experience like rape and like some like serious stuff like that, and, like they school does not prepare us for like so many serious things that happen in life, and like that's like a problem. They like problems that are like addressed in like real life, it's like something we don't talk about, and like that's not okay. And so like that specifically, like when we're talking about that, like I completely agree like with everyone that saying that like more serious issues need to be addressed, and like need to be like confronted because like that's it's gonna like affect a lot of lives in the community in the future. Okay, with that, I feel like one has to be able to be a leader and stand up to be able to make that difference and change. Because like if no one does anything and like no one becomes a leader and like speaks for that, like it's like nothing's gonna like no difference is gonna happen. Okay, so second thing was actually like our first lab when we had the that stick lab where we had like a certain amount of sticks and like that string, and we had to like see who can build the tallest one. Well, first like for the first lab, I thought that was like really fun because it was like really interesting, but it affected me because I was like really surprised by how like later on Scott told us how like it was the kindergartners, like when they did like an experiment on it, was the kindergartners who actually had the most success in it because unlike all the CEOs and professionals and stuff like that, they just went for it. Like, they just started building off of it and like started changing, building off of what they already had, and like that's how they were able to make the biggest improvement. Because I know that when we got it, we were just planning for most of the time. We were like, okay, like how should we do this? How should we do that? And like it was just like a lot more complicated, and like we just I feel like I was just really shocked of how like the creativity of the kindergartners like surpassed like the older generation. Okay, and then for my third one, I thought that the authentic leadership what we had with Austin's class one time, where he like gave us each a band, and then it was like a sparkly side on one side and like a plain side on the other, and then how he said that this kind of like represents authentic leadership because with many leaders like they show like one side, like this pretty side like everyone's attracted to, but then in reality it's like on the back of them it's like what they truly are, but it's like more plain, more dull, like something like completely opposite of what you expected. And I feel like that's like really important because with authentic leadership, like you have to be able to like express who you truly are, and like that's how you become like a great leader, by showing how you truly are and like presenting your true colors to everyone. Because as a leader and as a worker, like I wouldn't want to work with someone who like who is completely different from who they say they are. Because like I'm like trusting in you, like I'm confiding in you, like you're the person I'm gonna work for, you're the person that I'm like giving my decisions based on, and I don't want to be like blindsided by something. But okay, great. Those are my 3 most influential topics. Thank you so much.